Hello everyone, in today's video I will discuss with you legal current affairs 2022. So let's start. First point is new Attorney General of India is R. Venkateramani, and before him the Attorney General was K.K. Venugopalan. Attorney General of India is appointed by the President of India under Article 76 of Indian Constitution. Next point is Union Government has appointed a 3-member commission to consider possibility of granting scheduled caste status to the person who have historically belonged to the scheduled caste but converted to the religion other than Hinduism, Buddhism and Sikhism. And this commission is headed by the former Chief Justice of India, K.G. Balakrishnan. So the name of the former Chief Justice K.G. Balakrishnan is the head. This is important here. Next point is Justice D.Y. Chandrachud will take oath as a 58th Chief Justice of India on 9 November 2022, and he is also appointed as a Patron-in-Chief of National Legal Services Authority. Before him, the Chief Justice is currently U.U. Lalit, and before him, the Chief Justice was former Chief Justice was N.V. Ramanna. Next important point is Union Home Minister and Cooperation Minister Amit Shah recently announced the formation of a committee to draft a national cooperation policy document. The 47-member committee will be headed by a former Union Minister, Suresh Prabhu. Here also the name of the head, Suresh Prabhu, is important. Next point is Shrimati Draupadi Murmu recently elected as the 15th President of India, and she is the first scheduled caste member to become a President of India. And Shri Jagdeep Dhankar has become the 14th Vice President of India. This is also important. Next important point is actor Pankaj Tripathi has been declared as the national icon of Election Commission of India, and the current Chief Election Commissioner of India is Shri Rajiv Kumar. Newly appointed by Election Commissioner of India is Ajay Bhadu. New Controller General of India is Bharati Das, and the current Chief Vigilance Commissioner is Shri Suresh N. Patel. Next point is India's first artificial intelligence powered end-to-end digital Lok Adalat inaugurated in Rajasthan state. Next point is Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan become India's new Chief of Defence Staff. So this name is very important, Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan, and the first Chief of Defence Staff was General Bipin Rawat, who had took oath of this office on 1st of January 2020. Next point is Nagaland became India's first state assembly to implement the National E-Vidhan application program to become paperless. Next point is new presiding officer of Unlawful Activities Prevention Tribunal is Justice Dinesh Kumar Sinha. And some important pointers are Shri Ramalingam Sudhakar is the President of National Company Law Tribunal. Justice Ashok Bhushan is the NCLAT chairperson, that is National Company Law Appellate Tribunal, and Central Administrative Tribunal is headed by Honorable Chairman Justice Ranjit Vasant Rao More. Next point is Supreme Court of India launched the digital platform Fast and Secure Transmission of Electronic Record, that is FASTER. So this has been launched by the Supreme Court of India for faster transmission of the record there. Next point is 15th March has been declared by the United Nations as the International Day to Combat Islamophobia. So this has been very recently declared. So this date is 15 March is important here. Next point is Jayati Ghosh. She is an Indian. She has been appointed to the United Nations Advisory Board on Effective Multilateralism. Next point is that is ULPIN or Alpin, which has seen recently in news. This is a unique identification number related to the land resources. The unique land parcel identification number, this is the full form of this term. It was recently launched for Assam. Next pointer is green triangle named after the Mahatma Gandhi. It was inaugurated in Madagascar. Next point is Param Ganga, that is also seen in news recently. Param Ganga is a made in India petascale supercomputer. So it is a supercomputer name, that is Param Ganga, which is made in India. Next point is Bhavishya Rakshati Rakshit is the new motto of National Commission for Protection of Child Right, that is NCPCR. Next point is Professor Neena Gupta. She is Indian mathematician. She conferred with the Ramanujan Prize. She conferred with Ramanujan Prize for Young Mathematician 2021. Next point is G20 summit scheduled to take place in Bali, Indonesia in November 2022, and its theme will be Recover Together, Recover Stronger. Next point is UNESCO Peace Prize has awarded, this has been awarded to Miss Angela Merkel for 2022. Next point is West Bengal is that state which is forming 7 new districts, and the name of the district are Behrampur, Kandi, Sundarban, Bashirhat, Ranaghat and Bishnupur. Next point is 2 of the Indian Council of Agricultural Research Institutes, that is National Research Center in Hisar and IVRI, these have jointly developed the Lumpy Pro vaccine. This is the vaccine which is developed by these 2 institutes of ICAR for the lumpy skin disease of animal which has seen in the news recently. Next point is India's first social crypto token is Gari. So that is first social crypto token of India. Next point is Rashmi Madhuri won the Miss Earth India 2021. Next point is International Civil Aviation Organization first women chairman is Shefali Juneja. Next point, Counter Terrorism Innovator Award 2021 is given to Shri Shailesh Ganpule. The book name Human Rights and Terrorism in India, this is authored by Subramaniam Swamy. Book name Know Your Rights and Claim Them, this is authored by Angelina Jolie. And book name The Long Game, How the Chinese Negotiate with India, this is authored by Vijay Gokhale. Book name India 2030, The Rise of Rajasic Nation, that is authored by Gautam Chikarmane. Next book India and Asian Geopolitics, this is authored by Shiv Shankar Menon. World Ozone Day 2022, that is every year is held on 16th September, and this year theme was Global Cooperation to Protect Life on Earth. The first ever Ozone Day was celebrated on 16th September 1995. Some of the recent judgment of the Supreme Court, very important judgments. State of Jharkhand versus Shailendra Kumar Rai, that is alias Pandav Rai 2022. This is very landmark judgment. In this case, Supreme Court held that two-finger test or pre-vaginum test must not be conducted. It has no scientific basis and it neither proves nor disproves the allegations of rape. The bench directed the Union Health Ministry to ensure that survivors of sexual assault and rape are not subject to two-finger test. The bench directed to union government as well as state government to ensure that the guidelines formulated by the Department of Health and Family Welfare are circulated to all the government and private hospitals. So this case name is very important here. Next important case is X versus Health and Family Welfare Department. This is also of 2022. In this case, Supreme Court has extended the right to safe and legal abortion up to the 24 weeks to all the females, whether she is married or unmarried or a single woman, saying that it is the right of every woman to make reproductive choices without interference from the state, and this is her fundamental right under Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. Next important case name is Manoj and others versus State of Madhya Pradesh 2022. In this case, Supreme Court held that in the death penalty cases, there is an urgent need to ensure that mitigating circumstances are considered at the trial stage. So this case is basically relating to the death penalty cases, and the factors which are to be considered by the trial stage must be those which disclose the psychiatric and psychological evaluation of the accused person. This will help establishing the proximity of the accused person's frame of mind at the time of commission of the crime, and it will offer the guidance on mitigating factors. Next case name is XYZ versus State of Madhya Pradesh. That is also of year 2022 Supreme Court. In this case, Supreme Court laid down the sexual harassment guidelines regarding the recording of evidences in sexual harassment case. In this case, Honorable Supreme Court held that allowing the proceeding to be conducted in camera where appropriate, either under section 327 CRPC or where the case otherwise involves the aggrieved person testify as to their experience of sexual harassment or violence. So basically, in sexual harassment cases, the proceeding must be conducted in camera, and court held that court allow the installation of the screen to ensure that aggrieved women does not have to see the accused while testifying, or in the alternative direct the accused to leave the room while the testimony of the aggrieved person is recorded. Next important case name is Aisha Shifa versus State of Karnataka and others. This is also a very important judgment of 2022. This is relating to the Supreme Court split verdict on Karnataka's hijab ban. So this is the judgment of two judges bench, and the name of both of the judges also important here. Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia held that there shall be no restriction on wearing hijab anywhere in school or colleges in Karnataka, and Justice Hemant Gupta held that wearing hijab is not an essential religious practice, unlike the kirpan worn by the Sikh. He also held that Karnataka government hijab ban promotes environment favoring equality. So both the honorable justices have different point of view, and this is a split verdict of the Honorable Supreme Court. Name of the judges of both of the judges is also important here. Next important case name is Buddha Dev Karmakar versus State of West Bengal and others. This is also 2022 judgment. In this case, Supreme Court recognized that the sex work is also a profession and observed that its practitioners are entitled to the dignity and equal protection of law under the law. So it will also be equated with the other professions. Next important judgment, Samruddhi Tukaram Badade versus State of Maharashtra. That is also a 2022 judgment. This landmark judgment broadened the category of vulnerable witness, and now the vulnerable witness will include victim of sexual assault irrespective of their age and gender, those who are suffering from mental illness, either regarding speech or hearing impediments. And in this case, Supreme Court also laid down the guidelines regarding the recording of the evidences of vulnerable witness. Next important judgment is Benazir Hina versus Union of India. This is also of 2022. In this case, Honorable Supreme Court held that Talaq-e-Hassan, which is pronounced once a month over 3 months, is not the same as the instant triple talaq, which has been declared illegal by the court of law, and observed that prima facie Talaq-e-Hassan is not so improper, as the women also have option of khula divorce. So triple talaq was declared illegal in Shaira Bano versus Union of India in 2017, but in this case, Honorable Supreme Court does not declare the Talaq-e-Hassan as illegal. Next important case name is SG Wombat Kere versus Union of India 2022. In this case, also 3 judges bench of Justice N.V. Ramanna, Chief Justice N.V. Ramanna, Suryakant Justice, and Hema Kohli Justice has urged the state and central government to refrain from registering any FIR, continuing any investigation, or taking any coercive measures by invoking the section 124A of Indian Penal Code, that is sedition, while the sedition law is under consideration. So by this judgment, Honorable Supreme Court has stayed the section 124A of IPC, that is relating to the sedition offence. Next important judgment is the state of Haryana versus Rajkumar alias Bittu 2021. In this case, Supreme Court observed that the power of governor under Article 161 of Indian Constitution to commute sentence or to pardon will override the restriction imposed under Section 433A of Criminal Procedure Code. Next judgment name is ML Sharma versus Union of India 2021, and this case name is relating to the Pegasus snooping case. Next case is Union of India versus Rajendra Shah and others 2021. In this case, Supreme Court actually struck down the provision of the 97th Constitutional Amendment Act 2011 to the extent that it introduced the Part 9B in the Constitution to deal with cooperative societies.